Namaste, welcome to Subhu's Launch Talk. Hope all are doing fine. Today I'm going to talk about two words that is like a Brahmastra and one technique that is also one more Brahmastra. Now, what is a Brahmastra? Astra is a weapon or tool, and Brahmastra is the most powerful tool to resolve problems or issues that seem to be unsolvable. It is like a final astra that one can fire or one can use with certain results. That is, you will get the results 100%. Now, what are those two words which can give you an 100% result? The two words that can give 100% results are thank you and sorry. Now, why do you require these two words? The humans interact with each other only with the use of words, and words are like arrows that can either give you a favorable result or an unfavorable reaction. Hence, you find there is arguments and there are clash of ideas. The sad part of the argument is the persons who are talking, instead of concentrating on what is right, they tend to give more value to who is right. At the back of the mind, what runs in their logic is ये कौन होता है, ये अपने इतना शाना क्यों बनता है, does he know, why is he acting so smart? So the message is lost, and sometimes good friends and good relationship get destroyed. It means you may win an argument, but you lose a friend. You lose your teammates, you lose your companions. Under such circumstances, where it is important for you that a certain friendship has to be maintained or a certain relation has to be maintained, it is said it is better to lose an argument than losing a friend. It is not good to win an argument and lose a relations. How do we do that? Again, it's a power of the words or the response that we give to the thoughts or arguments put forth by the other guy, which may or may not be to one person's liking. So, what should one do when some words are slipped and the other person is taking it personally and the other person is ready to sever the links of friendship? The Brahmastra word is to say sorry. Now, sorry doesn't mean defeat. And sorry doesn't mean you have lost. Sorry just means I value the relationship more than what I am saying is right. So the moment one says sorry, the other person's guard falls down. The other person feels, yeah, the other what he said hurt me, but he is ready to say sorry. So sorry has that power to save a relationship, if not win an argument. And the other word is when good things happen to you, or somebody has helped you, or somebody has considerations for you, the word, the Brahmastra word is thank you. So remember these two words, sorry and thank you. It can solve unsolvable problems, and it can prevent problems from becoming a mountain out of a molehill. It is these two words, whether it is in family, whether it is with friends, whether it is in corporate, whether it is anywhere where you have to work as a team, or you need people around, or you need an ecosystem, these two words are like a brake and an accelerator in the car. You require both. You require an accelerator, you also require a brake when you drive a car. So sorry helps you to make a brake to help in a sort of a excuse me please situation, so that the other person's guard comes down and is more willing to listen to you or forgive you. And thank you has the power like an accelerator, where the other person feels that this person is of immense gratitude and he feels like doing more good things for you, because people tend to help those who are grateful, and those who are ungrateful are mostly lonely, and they feel the world is ungrateful. Ideally, life is what we are. The life is a mirror of yourself. When someone asked, sir, should I change? I can't be like the other person. I can't be like what they want me to do. Should I change? So my point to him was, you don't change. You be what you are. Be consistent. If you are an angry person, be angry. Doesn't matter. If you are a helpful person, be helpful. If you are a loner, be loner. If you are an extrovert, be an extrovert. But be consistent. Don't be don't do many things at the same time. He asked me, what is the benefit of that? Because the world wants me to change and conform to them, and you are asking me to be the way I am. How will the world react? And I told him, the world will find a way to adjust to yourself. If you are consistent, the world finds a way to adjust to the way you are. If you are sarcastic, be sarcastic. people will learn to adjust with you and will also accept your sarcasm, telling that ये तो ऐसे ही है, वो छोड़ना, वो उसका आदत है, वो उसका उनको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, मजे लो, अच्छा है, आदमी अच्छा है, वैसे आदमी अच्छा है, लेकिन थोड़ा मस्ती करता है, थोड़ा सरकाजम मारता है. So which means the world adjusts to you. And from your side, for you to make an impact in the world, the two Brahmastras word, thank you and sorry, will give you a flavor where you are like a beehive. Like in a beehive, madhumakhi, the bees come to in search of honey. So you become a person of honey, and you can attract people towards you whom you want, whom you don't want. Anyway, you are not interested in them to be with you. So use sorry where you want to save the relationship, and use thank you where you want more help from others. Now, I told you about one more technique which is also like a Brahmastra. There is, you will end up in a situation where people will prick you on every small thing. There was this lady who was feeling frustrated that her mother-in-law never appreciated what she made. Every day she gets up early in the morning, makes food, and then goes to work for her mother-in-law. But by the time she comes from work, the mother-in-law finds some fault or other, that salt is not there, the food was not cooked properly, the vegetables were less, the spice is more, something, कुछ ना कुछ नुकसान निकालना है. And this tired lady, after coming from work, she never felt that her work is being appreciated. She was getting frustrated. And that lady wanted to know, didn't know what to do. That is the time, the technique which I am going to tell you now is going to work. And I learned this from a CEO. Once I met a CEO recently, and I asked him, you have become a CEO, there must be some trick which you would be using in your work. Without a trick, a person cannot reach such a high position. So he said that one trick I used, and one trick I suggest, is always keep your table clean. I never understood what he was telling. So I asked him, what is that? What do you mean by keeping the table clean? He said, don't keep any issues on your table. So I asked him, how do you do that? He says, any issue comes on your table, put it on the other person's coat. So when you put the issues on the other person's coat, your table will be clean. You will not be carrying the burden of finding a solution. If the solution comes from the other person, it will get accepted. You will get some brownie points. You will get some credit. And if it doesn't succeed, then that person will be blamed. So in both cases, you are safe. You win. As they say, heads I win, tails you lose. Which means if it is heads I win, and if it is tails you lose. So either way I win. It made me. It was a very funny way of telling the technique. And I realized Call it clever or call it practical. One can say it's a clever technique. At the same time, one can say it's a practical technique. So later this lady was suggested that don't try to make something which you feel is good for your mother-in-law. Don't try to put so much of effort, so much of mind, so much that your mother-in-law may like this, your mother-in-law may like that, and accordingly you try to make a food and then put all your energy, and by the time you come from work, there is something or other, some fault will be found out. What was suggested to the lady is just do what the CEO does. Like the CEO, put the ball in other person's court. So what the lady should do? The lady should call the mother-in-law and ask her that what is the recipe she wants and ask her to help step by step. The mother-in-law will come to the kitchen and then say, okay, now heat the water, now keep the pressure cooker, don't put more than 3 whistles, don't put only so much of salt, everything do as she says, put the ball in her court. And when the food is ready that day, you find the mother-in-law had nobody to complain. Either she has to say food is really good, or she has to, if it is bad, she has to blame herself. So this is another Brahmastra technique for you to use when you have bosses, when you have people who keep on finding some faults in your work, and you in your over enthusiasm or in your sincere effort want to display your knowledge, want to display your skill, want to display your abilities, and you find the other person is just not interested in knowing how good you are. They are interested in their own, how good they are. Now you'll ask me, I realized I never could become a CEO because I didn't have a Subhu's launch talk giving me this Brahmastra. This Brahmastra, I wish the current generation uses it, or at least they are aware of it, how to negotiate, how to navigate various interpersonal issues and get your खिचड़ी कुक्ड. जैसे बोलते हैं भैंस को भी मारे और लाठी भी ना टूटे. Your stick doesn't break, yet the buffalo gets the message. So with that, I come to this end of this video. And this is my I think I'm nearing my 25th episode of Subhu's Launch Talk. It's been great for me to see that I could come to this landmark of 25th. I think the next video will be the 25th. And one of the reasons for giving you this Brahmastra and talking about this is not that only a CEO can give you these ideas, or somebody who has done terrific in his life as giving these ideas. I feel I am like Ramakant Acharikar. I am looking that somebody may benefit from my videos and a Sachin Tendulkar will come out of it. With that, I come to the end of this video. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get further notifications and spread the word. Thank you and take care.